You've got a deputy with an amendment today?
Yeah, for the pensioners. Well, I'm defending the pensioners.
Have they asked you to do that, or is that your own morality kicking in?
It's my own morality, my own initiative.
How far would you take it? Well, I mean, they're getting I'm a pensioner myself, but pensioners are getting a pretty raw deal all the way around. You know, it's fairly fundamental reforms needed here.
Yeah, there are. And I think if other measures were being looked at first, are the more obvious ones, I think people would think, well, fair enough, if we've really got to go to these lengths. Okay, but I think there are other areas, and I'll be making that point in my speech.
International football is more important? Do you think that's worth spending money on rather than pensioners?
I think we do have to spend money on our economy, because that keeps the world going round, keeps people in jobs. So we do have to look at initiatives to keep the economy going. But to keep on kicking the pensioners, especially those on low to middle incomes, fixed incomes, I think is not the first place to start.
This Royal Square is nicely pretty decorated up. There's a crib over there. I'm asking a few States members, this time of the year it's seasonal, they'll be saying prayers in the moment. Do you go along with saying prayers?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a Christian perspective on all this?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you separate the two? Is it your beliefs and your politics?
My beliefs are private, but I come at them from a normal human being, what I feel is the humanitarian thing to do.
Okay, what are your hopes for today for your amendment? Or tomorrow, probably tomorrow.
No, I think my amendment will probably get debated and finalised today. However, I hold out very little hope in this government.
Any hints? Have they sort of, the word come down, oh yes, we're going to support you, we're going to concede, nothing like that?
No, because I know the whole of the Council of Ministers will be against me, because their comments have suggested as such, and it's their budget anyway. So they're going to be voting against me for some unknown reason, best known to themselves. All the assistant ministers seem to imagine the doctrine of collective responsibility applies to them, which of course it doesn't. So I think that they've got to vote according to their conscience. But at the end of the day, it's the electorate that put the States members in there, and it's up to the electorate to hold their own representatives to account.
And of course there are huge financial plans to come, things like health tax and all the rest of it, which are going to have huge impacts on elderly people especially, fat people with young kids. I mean, this is all frightening, isn't it?
All those on fixed income, the very, very vulnerable, who have worked hard, saved, pay tax, they're the ones getting hit, and they're the ones I'm trying to look out for in my budget.
Perhaps we'll speak again after these couple of days and see if anything's got any better, but we won't hold our breath.
No, we won't.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We've got police presence. It's not like you're going to cause any trouble.
No, I'm just going to thinking of myself. I've been rotten eggs and been tomatoes.
How can we get the public to participate more regularly on this sort of basis?
I think this is a very good turnout. Really. A very good turnout,
it is,
considering how much lead-in there has been. I wish we'd had this turnout when the States wanted to build the incinerator where they decided to.
Do you get any feeling, obviously you're a constable, there's 12 constables, is there any gut feeling from the constables? Are they mostly with it?
I think, the constables are particularly close to the needs of their elderly parishioners, because they see them in the parish halls. So we've just had our senior citizens dinners, and I've had my ear bent a few times by our parishioners. I've had some emails and some phone calls, so I think we are well placed to hear the comments.
Do you think it'll affect some? Obviously they're a bit more hard right wing in the country parishes. Do you think they'll be swayed at all?
I don't know that. I think it's very useful to hear people's views. I don't know whether the number of people does sway a member's views, because members have to weigh up the arguments and vote with their conscience.
Okay, thanks a lot. Here's one of those country constables coming up on the starboard bow, but she looks like she's heading straight into the States building, not going to engage with her parishioners. New boy Terry MacDonald, I think he must have talked to everybody in the crowd so far, but we'll try and catch him before he goes in to see what effect it's had on him. Anything changed your mind about anything?
No, because I think my mind was already made up. And one of the reasons for being there is, yes, I'm 65, so I'm one of the pensioners.
Right, we've spoken before about groups like this desperately need proper organisation.
They do.
You're going to lead it, you're going to get it together. There's a group of you, I spoke to several today, and they say, yeah, we recognise the need.
Yes, there is a
How are we
great
going to get that need organised? You've got 3 years for the next election. It's got to be done before then, hasn't it?
I think it has, and when I look at the amount of work that's got to be done, it's frightening. It really is. But these are the voters. These are the people that count, and these are the people who are suffering the most. They've worked all their lives, they've paid their taxes, they've paid their social security,
Exactly.
and sadly it's been taken away.
International footballer isn't very high on my agenda. Do you think that's the sort of thing which is being given too much attention being given to things like that and not enough for these people?
I don't see too many international footballers amongst this lot. They've already played the game for 65 years and more. I'd just like to see them win.
A lot of people seem to have managed to get into the States building without going past these doors. Is there a secret tunnel which I'm not aware of?
Well, I was here at 8 o'clock this morning, as I am every States morning, but I wanted to come out because this is where I belong. I'm not a man of the people, I'm one of the people.
Good to
and
hear
if
it.
I don't go in, my vote's not going to count.
Okay.
God bless.
Thanks a
Cheers.
lot. Deputy Southern's turned up. He's here. It's not too surprising. We'd expect him to be here. You're late. You're going to miss the fun.